Welcome, friends, to DFYFB. That stands for Don't Forget Your Friendship Bracelet. Now, today, actually, Dani, did you know that I'm 72% Korean?
I think we discovered that in our last episode. A little bit of your breakdown.
We did. And what are we going to react to today?
I think you told me we're going to be looking at K-pop.
K-pop. So let me give you a little background on this. I like a little bit of K-pop. Like, I can think back in like the big groups like Girls' Generation, Big Bang, G-Dragon. I knew who they were. I listened to a few of their tracks. It was all right. I liked it enough until I started doing some research for this particular episode and ran into the biggest group in Korea right now called BTS. Now, BTS stands for a couple of things. I think it was originally Bangtan Boys, also Bulletproof Boy Scouts, but they now transitioned to Beyond the Scene, I guess is the acronym for their name. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. BTS, really easy to remember. Why do I like these guys so much? I don't know. When I was looking at other channels to kind of get an idea, BTS just kept coming up, and I mean, crazy how many like reaction videos there are. So this isn't anything new, and we're not going to do it their latest one, even though they have a new song out right now. This song is awesome. It was the first song that I think I watched, and it kind of allows you, the viewer, to get introduced to every single member kind of in a single file line. And for you fans that actually know what music video I'm talking about, of course it's dope. Their fan group is called The Army, and I don't mean to scare you, but they are crazy. So
Crazy cool.
So I want to state right now for myself and for Dani.
I guess you're part of the Army now, huh?
Well, I'm kind of part of the Army. BTS is my favorite K-pop group. But I will say this. I am not super knowledgeable, so if I said something wrong, please don't murder me for it. I did not know. I'll claim ignorance. Right. So let's throw in a headphone here. Okay. And what you're going to notice about these guys is their choreography is sick.
Well, what I know of K-pop, and that's very limited, is a big part of the theatrics is their dancing prowess.
And how, like handsome they are.
Of course. Well, I mean, that's your generic boy band of any ethnicity. They got to dance well, they got to sing sweet, and they got to look hot.
I know. It's crazy. They're going to look a little young here, but we're going to start right now. And you'll see why I chose this video here in a minute. So that guy's name is Rap Monster, or Rapmon.
Okay.
Guy's name is Jungkook. He is the maknae, or the youngest of this group.
Pretty cute.
And that's Jimin. He is the dancer, or one of the best dancers in the group. And we're going to take a little break here and just do a little bust a move. And I understand you're not getting to hear the greatest because you're on one ear, but
no, this is really good. It's got kind of a jazzy thing going. I like it. Yeah.
And that guy's name is J-Hope. He is probably the lead dancer. And you don't really need to know exactly the story behind it. I can kind of go into that later, but it's just really more about the choreography of the song.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying like the costumes and the scene changes. Of course, all K-pop has this kind of interesting, artistic, like progression of stuff going on. So
this guy's name is V. Easy to remember. And this guy's name Jin. So you saw a little bit of the choreo. Here's a big piece. They're just so in sync.
Yeah, it's incredibly impressive. I used to take ballet, and so I've dabbled in various dance and choreography, especially group choreography, is some of the hardest. Everyone has to know their body so well.
Sure.
Be able to sync your body with someone else's body who may not.
Back to Rap Mon. Yeah, if I could literally do anything, like, I would love to be a b-boy. I'm not saying I'm a horrible dancer. I can't do what they do. The training is insane, though. Maybe if I spent 16 hours a day for 3 years.
And Rapmon, he can go down there some bars.
That's right. Because they started out more hip hop than anything, but now it's kind of transitioned to a really good mixture. And I was, thinking about this the other day. Like, every song has a choreographed dance. Can you imagine having to retain that for concerts when you're doing a choreographed dance for every song?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of work up front, but I mean, any dancer can kind of tell you, like, once you've done it a few thousand times, it becomes part of your muscle memory. And especially with as on point as their timing is with each other, they've had to have at least done it several thousand times.
Oh, at least. I mean, K-pop bands are known, their training is before they debut, and that can take 3 to 4 to 5 years. Mm-hmm. And they train, I wasn't kidding, about 16 hours a day.
Yeah, no.
So. It's crazy. Now, I'm not going to make you pick a bias, and that's a K-pop slang for your favorite member, mainly because you've just seen one video. And honestly, as a fan, I really can't pick just one that I like. We'll probably just end it on there because we'll let the viewers kind of decide if we should continue on with more K-pop. And there's obviously other bands that I like that we can go over later, but I'm sure they're going to get requested. I know Blackpink's going to be one of them. I like me some Blackpink. They're a girl group, so we'll save that for another video, and let our friends, comment away. What should we react to? Did I get anything wrong on the whole BTS thing? I'm actually curious about that too. I'm sure I did, but yeah. I'm a big fan now.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
and it's definitely not your genre.
Well, I mean, like I've said in previous videos, my taste in music is pretty eclectic. So sure. I like kind of the poppy, little electronic kind of stuff. So I mean, this is definitely stuff that, I mean, if I wouldn't mind rocking it in my car with the top down.
Heck yeah!
It's fun. You can dance to it. You can move to it.
Oh, Becky is just so like, oh man, all he does is listen to K-pop now, and I'm like, sorry. I just kind of really got into it, and it really hit it. It really hit it like immediately. Like when I found BTS, like I was like, I got to learn more about all of K-pop.
Yeah,
and not all of it is for me. But I mean, some of the bands that I found that I really like, I really like their stuff.
Yeah.
Especially because they're kind of behind, but they're like the future of music, I guess, in the sense that like a lot of these bands do so many like influential things from like the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and then contemporary, and kind of all mash it together, and it becomes this K-pop sound. And at the very least, if the song's not that great, the choreo is going to be decent.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's why I've kind of enjoyed my share of EDM bands and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Taste Nectar and
I'm a Tiesto guy.
Tiesto's okay. Tiesto's more party music though. I don't know. I
like old school Tiesto when he was doing trance.
Yeah. But I mean, where it's kind of when they're an offbeat artist, they're not part of the American mainstream.
Sure. And their latest album, BTS did a collaboration on one of their songs with the Chainsmokers.
Okay, yeah, but when they're not part of the American mainstream, they can play a lot more with the different symphonics and like the feel of other eras, other genres. Like you know, the first one that you showed me, they had a lot of bit of that jazzy, big
kind of
band-ish kind of feel
sure.
mixed in with the electro, and you know,
and they're playing this song on the radio right now.
Yeah,
like your local radio station is probably playing this song on some level. BTS is the next big thing. They're already that big.
I like them.
So, anyways,
they're pretty attractive.
Yeah, there you go. See, and that's the key. And for all us Asians out there that can't look that good, you can at least enjoy the music and the dancing. Thanks for watching this episode of DFYFB. And as always, that stands for Don't Forget Your Friendship Bracelet. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. You know, let us know what we should do next. So, as always, I'm Zach.
And I'm Dani. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
That's right. And the links will be at the bottom. So until next time, peace out.